let us just see what they're packing. Holy smokes, okay. Very annoying. Very freaking annoying. What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MtgA Malone. Thank you guys so very freaking much for tuning in on this beautiful day to watch me play some beautiful Magic. If you're here because CGB sent you, thank you so much for giving this channel a chance. If you're here because you found me on any other way, thank you so much for giving this channel a chance. And if you're already here since the start, thank you so much for supporting me over the last 8 months. I really freaking appreciate it. It has been a crazy ride. And yeah, we're now on our way to 3,800. So if you didn't do so already, subscribe to the channel, become part of the Malone family. I will be building a fresh new deck every single day for the rest of my life, so you can find me here tomorrow and day afterwards. And in a year, you will find me here. So enough with the yammering, let's get into the snowy death hammering. I really freaking love snow control, and here is my newest freaking version of it, and it is mono black snow control. Couldn't be better. It really speaks to my heart. This card, Blood on the Snow, I love it so much. The art is freaking amazing. Like this freaking battle that these freaking Vikings had on the snow. Awesome. Destroying all creatures or planeswalkers and bringing something back. It doesn't get more black than that. And then we have one of the other best cards in here. Is the Professor. My eyes are up here. Onyx. And boy, I'm up for a teacher. Oh yeah, this card is so good. It is so freaking good. That is why we have 3 copies of it. I was thinking about 4, but I think 4 is just a little too much because there's other stuff we absolutely have to find. So yeah, but we will get over that later. So, the most important part here is actually the Magecraft. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery or you copy it, you gain 2 life and your opponent loses 2 life. But the 2 life gain is so freaking good, so important for you, because there's a lot of aggressive decks out there, and if you're up against a controlled style of deck, they can't remove the Professor Onyx, you get in there with your manlands, like the Hive of the Eye Tyrant or the Crawling Barrens, and you give him the finishing blow with the Magecraft. That is so good. So freaking good. That is why Professor Onyx is one of the most important cards in this deck, so if you don't have her, I wouldn't recommend playing the deck or craft her, because she will be here for the next 2 years, so that is a very powerful card. So, then her +1, you lose 1 life, look at top 3 cards of the library, choose one of them, put them in your hand and the other 2 in the garbage can. So, then for -3, you can make your opponent sacrifice a creature with the power, highest power among creatures that player controls. So if they have a big boy with trample on the field, now it is gonzo. And for -8, your opponent loses the game. Let's be honest, there's no coming back from the -8, because they will have to discard a card or lose 3 life and do that 7 times. 7 freaking times. Way too much. So, it is crazy. But we also have some new cards in here, so let's start with the small stuff, shall we? We have the Shambling Ghast in here. I was playing against another mono black control deck and I was like, why is there a Shambling Ghast in there? Isn't it a mono black control deck? Yes, but this is so good. Because if they attack in with the 2/2, they can't really attack in with the 2/2, because if it dies, either you give a target creature -1/-1 until end of turn, or you create a treasure token. So, let's say they attack in with a 2/2, you block, you give it -1, now it's dead. Or you create yourself a treasure token if you sacrifice the Shambling Ghast to the Village Rites, which draws you 2 cards, or to the Deadly Dispute, which also draws you 2 cards and makes you a treasure. So, let's say, turn 1 Shambling Ghast, turn 2, you do nothing, you chill, don't attack in with Shambling Ghast, you play the Deadly Dispute, you make yourself a treasure. Now on your turn 3, if you have a mana, you have now 5 mana available. 5 freaking mana, so you can bring down the Lolth, the Spider Queen. And that is so awesome, because a turn 5 Lolth Spider Queen is just so powerful. Whenever a creature you control dies, you put a loyalty counter on her. But for 0, you can draw a card and lose 1 life, so that is kind of a Professor Onyx light. But that's what you kind of have to expect. Then for -3, you make 2 2/1 black spider creature tokens. And that is so nice because they have menace and reach, so they can block a gold span dragon if it comes in. And for -8, you get this emblem that I've never used, that whenever an opponent is dealt combat damage by 1 or more creatures you control, if it was less than 8, they lose equal to the difference. So if you attacked in for 3, they lose 5 life. So they will always lose 8 because she's a spider queen. She has 8 legs. So simple. So smart. But the most important part is the card draw. Very important. And the -3, making yourself some spiders. Also very freaking important. Then we have the check for traps. And this card is very, very important in here. I was thinking about putting 4 in here, but I don't know. If you're up against a creature type deck, you really don't want to have 4 of those, because you will lose a lot of life, and you rather have other stuff in your deck, like maybe the Soul Shatter, the Poison the Cup, but we will go over them. But in a control matchup, this is so good, because either you get rid of their card draw, or you get rid of their counterspell. If they only have 1 counterspell, you get rid of it. It is delicious. If they have an extra turn in hand, you check, you get it out of their hand. It is freaking awesome. And yeah, if they have a Goldspan Dragon in hand because they're a dragon deck and they can bring it out turn 4 because they're a treasure dragon deck, now you can get rid of the Goldspan Dragon before it even hits. And if it hits the field, you still have the Soul Shatter, and the Soul Shatter is so good against Goldspan Dragons, because you know, if you target the Goldspan Dragon, it will make a treasure. The treasure is worth 2 mana, if the Goldspan Dragon's still on the field. If they have a foretold counter spell, now they can just counter your Poison the Cup. So the Soul Shatter is very, very good in there. Just so freaking good. Then we have 2 Poison the Cups. Because it is just such a good removal, you foretell it for 2, then you play it for 2, and you scry 2, and scrying 2 with a control style of deck is always so important. Sometimes you just need to make sure that you don't have something that you don't want on the top of your library, and that is why it's very freaking important. Otherwise, we still have the Shadow's Verdict to wipe the board very efficiently, very freaking efficiently. But we're still in the small stuff, so we also have the Eyetwitch, which is a good blocker, gives us access to the sideboard. Then we have the Hunt for Specimen, which makes us a little blocker that gives us some life back, which also gives us access to the sideboard. And all of these can be sacrificed also to the Village Rites, to the Deadly Dispute. So we always have something to sacrifice to our card draws. And that is very important, because we need to draw cards. In the sideboard we have 2 Environmental Sciences, because we really need to hit our land drops. If we don't hit our land drops in the right moment, we could die on turn 5, because we didn't have the 5 mana for Shadow's Verdict. That is very bad. That is why there's also 2 in here, because with the Eyetwitch and the Hunt for Specimen, we can get all of these cards if we need them, because we have 7 freaking learn cards and 7 freaking lessons. So, we can get them all. 2 Environmental Sciences, 2 Necrotic Fumes, because we can always just, you know, sacrifice or exile one of our little pests, in the worst case an Eyetwitch, to get rid of a target creature or planeswalker for 3 mana. And that is absolutely awesome. And we have 1 Past Summoning, just to have more creatures to sacrifice to our Village Rites and check for traps. Then we have 1 Mascot Exhibition, because why not in the end game against a control style of deck if they have nothing else on their hand. This can be very game changing, because you get 9 power on the board. Very freaking good. And we have 1 Confront the Past, because we're playing a Professor Onyx. There's a Professor Onyx on this card. We're playing it. But jokes aside, this is a very good card to bring back your Professor Onyx or your Lolth the Spider Queen, if you don't have the Blood on the Snow, because we only have 2 of them. So it might not be 1 bajillion% sure that we find it, but if we do, we can always bring it back, and that is why we're playing Snow, because you have to pay X Snow mana to bring something back. So if you pay 6, you can bring back Professor Onyx. If you pay 5 Snow mana, you can bring back a Lolth the Spider Queen. And that is just so much value. It is just so good. Getting rid of all the creatures on the board, bringing back the Professor Onyx. But you can also bring back a creature, like the Westgate Regent. And holy smokes! This card, I don't know how it slipped my mind, but this card is so good. So freaking good. It has flying and ward. It's a 5 mana 4/4. But when it deals combat damage to player, you put that many 1/1 counters on it. First time it attacks in for 4. It will become an 8/8 after that, if it deals combat damage. And then it will be an 8/8 that deals 8 damage, and it will become a 16/16. And it has ward, they have to discard a card. If they don't have a card to discard, they cannot destroy the Westgate Regent, and that is so freaking awesome. The only thing that would make this card bonkers is freaking haste, but then I think it would be Mythic. But it is still so good. That is why it's 3 times in here, and you can bring it back with the Blood on the Snow. Even if it's on the board, you attack in, they block, you wipe the board, you bring it back, or just as I said, one of your planeswalkers. So freaking delicious. So, I think we went over everything we have in here, and why it's in here. Well, the Shadow's Verdict, against these mono green decks, you can take care of almost everything. If they don't play the Froghemoth, you get rid of everything. Apart maybe from their stupid cat chariot, but there's other ways of taking care of that. Like when it hits the field, just poison it with the cup or Soul Shatter, and then it's gonzo. So that is very nice. Land-wise, we have 3 Crawling Barrens, because sometimes we don't have anything to do with our mana, because we're kind of controlly. And yeah, then we just pump it up real good, attack in. 19 very beautiful snow-covered swamps and 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrant. This card is also very nice to get in for that last bit of damage, because for 4 mana, it becomes a Beholder with Menace, which is very good. With all of your spiders and this Menace guy here, you are sure to get in there for the last bit of damage that you need to get in there. And when it attacks, you exile something from the graveyard. If they're playing mono black as well, or maybe, I don't know, any kind of reanimator deck, there's some running around with the new card, the new red-black card that can bring back stuff from the graveyard, you can now get rid of it. Don't you worry about it. Just for attacking in, which is very nice. Also, maybe they have to remove it, then you have more cards to, less cards to worry about with the Westgate Regent. So it is very freaking awesome. So the game plan here is in the early game, just bring down your small stuff, block if you have to, get your life back if you can, make as many treasures as you can with your Shambling Ghast into Deadly Dispute, and then get in there for turn 5 Professor Onyx maybe even. You could also have it on turn 4. A turn 4 Professor Onyx is very, very realistic. So yeah, this is Snowy Death. I'm MTgA Malone, and I will see you in those Blackest Games. Alright, so I tried to build some jank, but we have too little stuff to play jank right now. I mean, I could go to old jank that we already played on this channel, and maybe I will do so. So I lost a lot of rank to jank, but I just came out of playtesting, and this deck is very nice. We are going first. We have to check for traps. We have the Shadow's Verdict. That is everything you want in today's meta. So we're absolutely keeping this. And we have a Hive of the Eye Tyrant with the awesome freaking art. So awesome. And we have an Eye Tyrant just here. Wakey wakey sleepyhead. Alrighty, so we're up against another black deck. Let us see what they're packing. Let us just see what they're packing. Holy smokes, okay. Very annoying. Very freaking annoying. So let's deny them. Let's just deny them the card draw. I mean, what are they supposed to do? But this is like, come on. The perfect answer to our hand here. We have the Eyetwitch now. And we're bringing it down. There's nothing they can do about it. Just really nothing they can do about it. Alright. Ending the turn. They might have foretell something here, but we will see. We will freaking see. Alright, they do have the negate in hand, which is a little bit annoying. But we have the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, and we will be able to play it very soon. Very soon. So starting next turn, we can attack in with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, which is good in my book. Absolutely good in my book. So, foretell this. Are we tickling the negate out of their hand? I think we are tickling the negate out of their hand. I mean, they will say, yeah, that's a 2-for-1. I absolutely take it. Absolutely take it. But if you take the negate out of my hand, that means that I have a Westgate Regent next turn, which is just so good. And I get my stuff here anyway. So, yeah. Good for me. Bad for you, to be honest. Alright, let's get the Regent online. Now that they're tapped out. Seems pretty good. They only have, well, if they want to use it here, we are still okay with it. We are still okay with it. So, we are now attacking him with everything. I mean, why the heck not? This is a lot of freaking pressure. A lot of freaking pressure on the board. They might even be dead next turn if they don't have a freaking answer here. And we know that this is a saw it coming, so we're playing around it like champions. Like freaking champions. Alright, this Westgate Regent was very good to us for now. And they would have to discard something if they really want to kill it. And they do really want to kill it. That is fine with me. That is actually fine with me. Alright. So we know everything they have. We know everything they have. So we're getting in with the Crawling Barrens now. It is maybe a little less damage than it should be, but it's still alright. It is still alright. If they want to use their counter spell here on my environmental sciences, go ahead. Be my freaking guest. So. Next turn we have a 4 Crawling Barrens. Alright, this is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. Not gonna freaking lie. So, next turn we got them. If they don't find something good here, next turn we got them. Because we can play the Crawling Barrens and the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Behold the Multiverse. Alrighty. All freaking righty. 2 on the bottom. 1 on top. Well, not on top, but it's just something I wanted to say. It is just something I wanted to say. Alright, can we do both? So. We can do both. Can't we? I think we can. Well, we're trying with the Crawling Barrens first. Somebody's at the door. I will be back in a sec. Alright, it was my neighbor offering me fruit. I'm back here. So I will attack in with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Because if they have a kill spell in hand here, and they want to use it, they do. We still have our Soul Shatter for next turn. So that is very good. That is very good. Alrighty. So they now have their own Crawling Barrens here. That is a little bit annoying. But it's still alrighty. So can I do something with the hunt for a specimen here? I don't think that there's anything that I can get here. Well, there is. There is. But they can just counter it. So let's not do it. Let's freaking not do it. So they can push it onto 4. And I kind of have to do it here. Kind of have to do it. Alright, we're attacking in. They push the Crawling Barrens. Absolutely okie dokie for me. Alright, you survive for 1 more turn here, my friend. 1 more turn. But that is it. That is all you get. 1 more turn. Alright, so we're also hunting for Specimen. If they want to use their counter spell for that, that is absolutely fine with me. They do want to use it for that. Alright, so now you need to top deck up the freaking Sanctuary, my friend. If you find a land, or whatever, you're kinda doomed. Are you kidding me? That was your freaking top deck. That was your freaking top deck. That is insane. Like, that is actually insane. Alright. So they're surviving here. They are freaking surviving here. 1 more turn. Okay. So is there anything we can bring back? There is nothing. But we can push the Crawling Barrens here once more. Like our second Crawling Barrens, which is good. The Shadow's Verdict. Good game, my friend. Good game. That is not enough. That is not enough. And they're gonzo. Alrighty. We got him. We got the Mirror Control. Yes, I had fun. I beat the Mirror Control. Alright, we're up against Tron Stoner. He's a stoner out of the world of Tron. We are going first, and I really like this hand. Because we have blockers for days. We have the Eyetwitch, we have the Shambling Ghast. We also have to check for traps. That we will use here immediately, because we're up against the Mirror Control. So, yeah, once more. What is this? Like, what the heck is this? Alright, we're getting rid of the... Let's get rid of the Behold the Multiverse here. Seems pretty good to me. Seems pretty good to me. So, we're just getting in there. I mean, if they're playing the Emerith, we will just Soul Shatter it. So that is actually fine with me. But what the heck? Like, come on. 2 games in a row, the Mirror Control? Okay, game. Okay. Let's hope that we find a land here. Would be good for us. Did not find a land here. That is bad for us. But if we're putting down all of these Shambling Ghast, sooner or later, we will get some mana for it. So everything is still a-okay. I mean, they will sooner or later use this Crippling Fear. And then I will make myself 1,000,000 treasure tokens. And that seems very good to me. So we're still not finding any land. Alright, game. Alright, I gotcha. I gotcha. We're in a control matchup against Immune Control, and we have more Shambling Ghasts than we have freaking lands. Seems fair. Oh, and they found another Behold. It's not like we got rid of it. It's not like we freaking got rid of it. Alright, so right now this is looking very bad. And the reason is because we don't have any freaking land. Antelope, you are awesome, dude. You are freaking awesome. So we're creating a lot of treasures. If we find a land here, we're super freaking happy. And just in case we don't, we get ourselves the environmental sciences. Alright. We found a freaking land. That is so good. That is so good. Alrighty. The Professor Onyx is very good here. Very freaking good here. Because we can get ourselves the Crawling Barrens, which I like a lot. A freaking lot. So, if they're putting down the mirror here, we are okay with that. They would need like a Soul Shatter themselves. Did they get it? I don't know. They have a Bloodchief's Thirst. Alright. Yeah, that is kind of annoying. Kind of very freaking annoying. So we're keeping up our Soul Shatter here. As I said, if they want to bring down the Emir, we have an answer for it, and that is very good to have. That is very good to have. They are bringing it down. So there's no one-mana counterspell that we have to play around. So we're doing it like this. Getting rid of it. Seems pretty good to me. And now we can, without any worries, bring down our own freaking creature. So if they have their own Soul Shatter, would be a little bit annoying. But if they don't, they have to, you know, do something against it and lose a card. So that is very good to me. Very, very good to me. They might also have, like, I don't know. They could have a lot of stuff. But we, with the Hand of Specimen, for Specimen, can get ourselves now a Confront the Past. They have another Bloodchief's Thirst. What are the chances? What are the chances? Very high. Very high. Indeed, very high. So, are they discarding a card? Or are they just not discarding a card? They are! Getting rid of the Javari Disruption. That is good. Now we don't have to play around that anymore. Oh, they have a counter spell in hand, don't they? They do have a counter spell in hand. So, can we do both? We cannot. We are getting ourselves another Environmental Sciences on the field. Another land on the field with Environmental Sciences. It's what I wanted to say. And then we're hunting for Specimen. Seems pretty good to me. I mean, having a blocker on the field is always good. We have the Crawling Barrens. You have seen how good the Crawling Barrens can be last game. Alright, they're countering that. Very peculiar. I hope their last card is not a take an extra... What? What is this? What the heck is this? Alrighty, alrighty. So sadly we cannot use the Crawling Barrens twice. That is why we aren't using it here. So they can scry here now. That is okay to me. That is actually okay dokie for now. But very weird. I have never seen anyone... Well, I think once. I have seen someone use this card once. Once in my entire life. They have another Imrith. Isn't it awesome for them? Isn't it freaking awesome for them? Well, for them it is. For us it's not. For us it's freaking not. So let us hope we can find... Oh my lord. This is a very good card to find. A very, very good card to find. Alright. So let's force him to attack the Professor Onyx here. None of these are good. None of these are freaking good. Alright. So I really hope that we could find something good here. I really hope we could find like a board wipe. Yep. That is not good. I really hope we could. But we couldn't. We couldn't. We found another freaking land. Come on, game. Like, come on. That is too many lands. Too many freaking lands. Alright, we are attacking in though. Pushing it up to 6. So they kind of have to find something here. But that is just annoying. Like, come on. So many lands off the top right now. Well, we even found the Professor Onyx. So let's be honest. We also found the Professor Onyx. But this is just so bad to us right now. They're drawing a card here with the Imrith. We don't have anything. They might have another counter spell. We had all of their cards out of their hand. And then they had this. Oh, there goes an extra turn. Oh my lord. Like, seriously, game. Seriously. What am I supposed to do with all of these lands? Holy freaking smokes. Holy freaking smokes. Insane. Insane. And they have a Poison the Cup here. Yep. Here it is. Oh, they don't. They don't have a Poison the Cup. They have a Behold the Multiverse. That is alright with me. That is actually alright with me. Well, depending on what they get, it is alright with me. If they found something awesome here, it is absolutely not alright with me. Holy smokes. Like 10 lands already. 10 freaking lands already. We drew the same amount of cards. They're on 8, we're on 10. In a matchup like this, that is very, very bad. Very bad. Even though, yeah, we were in the lead. We are not anymore. We're not anymore. So if they take an extra turn, we're dead. What? Okay, so they want to protect themselves. I got it. I got it. But we're still getting in there for some damage. We are still getting in there for some damage. Are you kidding me, game? Are you actually freaking kidding me? Actually freaking kidding me. Alright, we are attacking in with only this one. If they're blocking, we will just pump it up once more. They are blocking. Alright, so we will pump it up once more. But wow, like, come on. Yeah, now we can attack them with both Crawling Barrens. But if they have something good here, we're just screwed. Oh my lord! How can you draw so many lands and still win the game? What? What? Crazy! What did they have? Nothing? Did they have nothing? Wow. 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 I'm sorry. I was overly excited that game. There was just... How many lands did we draw? Like there was 6 lands with 1 Professor Onyx in the middle. Like, or 7? I don't even know. But in the end it was the game. So that is kind of crazy. Bablu, 86. He's my elder. I should respect him. So the opponent's going first this time. But we have the Eyetwitch into Village Rites. We're up against another black deck. Hopefully it's not another Dimir deck. Like, come on. I really hope we can fight. Okay. Okay, it is not. It is not another Dimir deck. But that is alright. That is actually alright. So, we are putting down the hunt for a specimen here. Getting ourselves the Necrotic Fumes for now. And we would see what they have, but we can check for traps next turn and use a Village Rite. So that is actually better for us. Because I really have to get rid of if they have like a, whatchamacallit. If they have a Goldspan Dragon, I don't want to see that guy on turn 4. I actually don't. So. They cannot play a Goldspan Dragon here. No Goldspan Dragon. Crazy. Are we up against nothing but control-y styles of decks? Like, this is absolutely 1 bajillion% a control style of deck. Alright. We're checking for traps first. It's the first thing we got to do here. Holy freaking smokes. Yeah. That is kind of bad. That is kind of bad. We're getting rid of the Goldspan Dragon. It's just too much value. Just too much freaking value. And then we're attacking in with the Eyetwitch. But this is like a perfect hand for them. Like a very, very perfect hand for them. Alright, if they're bringing down the, maybe they're bringing down the, Extus, which would be good. I mean, we still have the Necrotic Fumes. Alrighty. They're doing it for 1. That is still alrighty with me. Still a-okay with me. They lose 1 life. So we're, I mean, it doesn't really matter which one we use, but we're using this one. We are using this one. And getting ourselves some more pests so we can use the Necrotic Fumes very efficiently. Alright, is this a 3 mana? It's a 4 mana. So maybe I should have gotten myself something else. Like a, well, we still have this one, so that is still alright. And we, can take 1 hit here. We can take 1 hit. If they want to bring down the Axis, they need to make themselves another mana. But all we need is... Oh my lord, what is this? What the heck is this? I didn't expect that, to be honest. I honestly did not expect that, to be freaking honest. Alright, they're getting in with the Axis here. That is fine, we will just exile it. Exile it. Alright. So we also kind of need to get ourselves a land, but we can do that later. We can do that later. We're exiling the Orcus here. Also, if we block with the Shambling Ghast, or, you know, use the Shambling Ghast next turn to, for the Village Rites, we still get ourselves a land. So that is pretty okay. Holy smokes. Like, that is so crazy. Drawing a Showdown of the Skulls is very bad. Very bad. So they're very close to having their own freaking Goldspan Dragon very soon once more. They will push their creatures into freaking oblivion. So that is very annoying. Very annoying. The Eyetwitch. Alright. Yeah, you do that. You do that. And the Fireblade Charger. That is also alright with me. That is also all freaking right with me. If they're attacking in here, we can just block with the little 1/1 here. I mean, we're wiping the board after this anyways. We're wiping it anyways. We're getting ourselves some life here. Now we're using the Village Rites on our Shambling Ghast, making ourselves a treasure token. Search the body. Drawing ourselves... Oh my lord! Thank you, game! Thank you for the land. That was very, very, very needed. Alright, so we can even keep the treasure token, which is very sweet. Very freaking sweet. Alright, goodbye board. Goodbye board. Holy smokes. So, it could bring down the Axis now, but we still have a Blood on the Snow, so I'm okay with that. I'm still okay with that. Alright, they're not bringing down the Axis. That is crazy to me. That is actually crazy to me. Well, we have 2 Poison the Cups, which is very good. Very, very good. So they could also make, like, sacrifice stuff to bring down this Awakened Blood avatar. So we need to be wary about that. We actually need to be wary about that. So, I'm hunting for a Specimen here. That is also very nice, but I'm inclined to keep what I have right now. So we're hunting for a Specimen, getting ourselves the Environmental Sciences, because it is absolutely needed. Abso-freaking-lutely needed. Did we play a land already? Like last turn we had 5, so no, we didn't. We did not play a land already. Alright. Now we're getting 2 more life back, we're putting this one down. We will block this Kalane here. And if they bring anything down, we can still, you know, wipe the board with the Blood on the Snow. So that is very good. That is very, very good. Alright, so they have a lot of mana, they have a lot of cards, but I think we're still A-okay here. We are still A-okay. So, they awaken the Blood Avatar. That is kind of what I expected. And now, I mean, we are taking 7 here. Is that really a problem to me? Is it really a freaking problem to me? I don't think it is, to be honest. Oh, we're taking 10. We're taking 10, and that is a problem to me. So we need to get rid of this sucker, because it will be getting in for 6 here, which is very annoying. Very, very annoying. We can bring down the Westgate Regent here now, to have a blocker. If they want to do something with it, that is fine. We have the Deadly Dispute in the worst case. And then we can just, you know, Blood on the Snow. So if they bring down a Goldspan Dragon here, that is kind of annoying, but it's still okay. Because we can just bring back the Westgate Regent. They have another one of those. Alright. All freaking right. That was kind of unexpected. So they're getting in for 10 here. Very annoying. But yeah, we still have the Blood on the Snow. So they would need another one. They would need a freaking other one of those. I mean, the chances are high. The chances are probable. They aren't improbable. So yeah, let's just hope they don't. Let's just hope they don't have a 3rd freaking Axis in hand. A Reclusive Painter. Alright. Alright. We can Blood on the Snow. Shadow's Verdict that. We absolutely can. The Eyetwitch. That is also a good target for my Shadow's Verdict. Alright. We kind of stabilized here. We kind of freaking stabilized here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Using the Shadow's Verdict here. They They scooped! Holy smoke! Holy freaking smoke! 3-0 with the crazy mono black control. Oh, I love it. I freaking love it. Making them scoop every single one. Get out of here. Get out of here. Wow, those are some crazy games. And we're climbing our way back through the numbers. To the numbers. I'm sorry, I know words. So, this hand is perfect because we have the Shadow's freaking Verdict. The opponent's going first. We have the hand first specimen. We're up against another freaking control deck. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? All these control-y decks. What is up with that? What is up with that? Like, seriously. What is freaking up with that? Alright, so they will take one card in hand. But we have the Shadow's Verdict, so I'm okay with everything. Alright. So they are even playing creatures. We're getting ourselves the Environmental Sciences. So they do have control style, they do have everything they need. It is alright. The Elite Spellbinder, that is not alright. That is not alright. So they will get rid of maybe the Shadow's Verdict, maybe the Deadly Dispute. I don't know. I would get rid of the Professor Onyx, to be honest. But yeah, who am I to tell them what to do? They could also get rid of the Environmental Sciences. I mean, it is a pretty good card here. Alright, they're getting rid of the Deadly freaking Dispute. That is fine with me. That is fine with me. I mean, we can still play turn 4 and then have our Professor Onyx on turn 5. So that is still alright. Okay. So, opponents playing Orzhov control. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, we're losing 3 life here. We can afford it. For now. For freaking now, we can. We're still attacking him with the Pest. And next turn we can, you know, get rid of the Pest. But they can't really be attacking in here, so that is still okay to me. So, Tergrid's Lantern gets activated. We're still losing 3 life. We're still okay. We're still okay losing 3 life here. If we're telling something, could be anything at this point. Could just be freaking anything. So we're getting ourselves 1 life back here with the little Pest token. They don't have counter spells, so that is very nice. And we do have the Professor Onyx on the field, so that is also very nice. Alright, we even got the Soul Shatter now. But bringing down the Professor Onyx is just such a good answer to their Tergrid's Lantern. Because, yeah, as you know, we can just always freaking get some life back. And that is just so nice. They have a Soul Shatter, like immediately. Just like immediately. Alright, we're getting ourselves a Swamp though. So with the Blood on the Snow, we will be able to bring her back sooner or later. Right now we can't. Right now we cannot. So, we are discarding a card. I think it is the Shadow's Verdict. We don't really need that one. If they want to up the Tergrid's Lantern once more, that is fine with me. That is actually fine with me. So, we didn't find another one. But that is still alright. We're putting down the Westgate Regent. If they want to get rid of something here, they can do so. But we're looking pretty A-okay. They would have to discard a card. So that is still alrighty. Are we getting in there with the Eyetwitch? I think we are. I think that we are. We can now block the Elite Spellbinder with the Westgate Regent, so that is good. We can use the Soul Shatter to get rid of the Elite Spellbinder, so that is also good. If they have a board wipe here, that is actually fine with me. That is actually freaking fine with me. So, we can now sacrifice the Eyetwitch. Seems good. We can learn now. So that means that we can get ourselves a Confront the Past. Now we have 2 ways of bringing back up Professor Onyx. And that is very good to me. That is actually very good to me. So, what you gonna do here, my friend? Alright, you're still going strong with that one, aren't you? Aren't you? So, we can still afford to lose a little life. We're a control style deck. Tergrid's Lantern. The longest time that I have not seen the Tergrid's Lantern. Alright, they have a board wipe here. That is fine with me. They do have a board wipe here. Use it. Use it, my friend. Are you seriously willing to... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're giving up 2 cards. 2 cards to get rid of the Regent. Okay, you do that. That was always allowed. So we can now get rid of our Crawling Barrens. Seems okay to me. Discarding the Crawling Barrens. We even have the Lolth now, but we're bringing back our Professor on. Or are we? Yeah, I think we're bringing back the Professor Onyx. We're bringing back the Professor Onyx. Seems pretty good. It is just too much value. What? Oh, we don't have enough land. We're missing 1 land. Isn't it cheeky? Isn't it freaking cheeky? Alright, so we can now make ourselves some spiders though. That we can now then sacrifice to the Turgid's Lantern and to the Deadly Dispute if we need to. Find ourselves a treasure token. Seems pretty good. Alright. So, what are we discarding? I think we can discard the Soul Shatter. If we really need to, we have the Blood on the Snow for a potential Planeswalker that might hit the field. But we will find out. They might now also upgrade their power. Might be. We have no answer for that right now. So that is a little bit annoying. Just a little bit. And we didn't find anything. So we have to dig a little deeper. The Shambling Ghast. Alright, that is very good. That is very good indeed. Alright, can we bring everything down here? Should we bring everything down? I think we should also start attacking them with these Crawling Barrens. I mean, that is 6 damage right now, like immediately. And we can still sacrifice stuff. So they would need like a 1-turn combo here to be very freaking annoying. Very, very freaking annoying. So we're discarding a card. The Poison the Cup, not useful anymore. The Warlock class, alright. Alright, they're digging. They're freaking digging. Like to see it. So, do we have him? We do not yet have him. 1 life. 1 life. We have the Village Rites. That is okay. So, we are attacking in here. I mean, there's no need not to do it. No need not to freaking do it. And we can just sacrifice everything that they're targeting here, so that is still okay. They're tapping them. Yeah, that is still alright. What are you learning though? That is the question. What the frick are you learning though? I'm very curious here about that. Very, very curious about that. Alright. We're drawing ourselves 1 more card. We found a swamp. That is very nice. Very nice indeed. Alrighty. Oh, freaking righty. So we can discard a lot of stuff. We can discard the Confront the Past because we have the Blood on the Snow. So that is very good. The beginning of your end step if a creature died. Now they're bringing down the mascots. Alrighty. We're getting rid of 1 of the mascots here. But we're doing it with this one because we want to be mana efficient. So yeah, let's do it like this. Oh wait, we will lose life though. I think that is still alright. I think it is still alright. We will lose some life here. Should have done it differently. Should have freaking done it differently. Alright, happens to the best. Happens to the freaking best. So, the question is, how are we winning this now? How are we winning this now? So, if we get the Blood on the Snow, get rid of all the creatures. Let's draw us a card first. Let us see what we can do. Oh, the Professor Onyx is so freaking sweet here. Then we cannot Blood on the Snow, and I think we absolutely should Blood on the Snow. And bring back the Professor Onyx like that. Alright, they can only block one of those. We will get in with the other one. We will get in with the other one, so. Okay. If we do it like this, and do it like this, we even get some life back. So that is very nice. Very freaking nice. We're getting ourselves the pest summoning, just in case. And now we're sacrificing all the creatures. And getting ourselves the Professor freaking Onyx. Alrighty, so now we're getting ourselves some life back. Looks pretty nice. We're ending the turn like this. We can now get rid of all the stuff in our hand. And if they don't have anything, we're looking pretty a-okay. Discard a card. This swamp can go. So right now we are looking pretty a-okay. We are looking pretty a-okay. Okay. Yeah. Good. We gonna drain them. We gonna drain them super hard. Like super freaking hard. Getting rid of whatever is in their hand. There you go! Magecraft for the victory! Oh my lord! Oh, my brain is smoking. These games are crazy. Did I have fun? Yes! Yes, I had fun. Can we get back into the numbers? I sure hope so. Alrighty, we do have time for one last game. And my coffee's almost empty and cold. Just like my soul. Alright, Phyrexian Noob. Will you be the one? Oh, where are you going first? Freaking love it. Freaking love it. We have the Shambling Ghast, we have to hunt for a specimen to make us, to draw ourselves some cards. We have the Westgate Regent and the Poison the Coop. So I'm okay with that. I hope they're not playing dragons, even though their sleeves are very draconic. But ours are as well, so yeah, we will find out. We will freaking find out they're playing dragons. They're 1 bajillion% playing dragons. Are you really such a noob? Are you really such a noob? Alright, maybe they're also playing goblins and don't want that sucker on the field. I would totally get that. So we're looking at their hand. I want to know what they're playing. They are playing goblins. Alrighty. Alrighty. So we're getting rid of this one because it has haste. Seems pretty good to me. So, here I was. Barbecue sauce on my tatas. Thinking that they were playing freaking dragons. But they're playing goblins. They only have the snowlands because of the frostbites. And the way I knew they were playing goblins is because they shocked my freaking Shambling Ghast immediately. I just knew they would. I just had a feeling. I had a feeling. Alrighty. We're getting ourselves, what are we getting ourselves? The environmental sciences. Drawing ourselves a land. Yes, we're sacrificing our treasure here to get ourselves some more land, but that is absolutely worth it. So. Now they can't shock this sucker, but we will just, you know, poison the cup, so that is still alright. And I think that they will just bring down the Hobgoblin Bandit Lord here. I think that is what they will be doing. And then we have the Westgate Regent to get in there for some damage, so yeah, that is pretty good. They're not attacking in. Weird, but okay. I respect that. I respect that. So. We will see what they're doing. Before they go to attacks, maybe they play something else here. The Tin Street Cadet. Alrighty, alrighty. And now they're shocking this sucker. Well, in that case, we can get rid of that sucker. Seems pretty good to me. Maybe we even find a board wipe here. We will scry away everything that isn't a board wipe, like these 2 lands here. Can you imagine we would have just drawn 2 lands here? That would have been so bad. That would have been so freaking bad. Holy smokes, how bad that would have been. I just said that would have been bad. And that is what I get. That is what I freaking get. Oh, my lord. Okay. Okay. So we aren't blocking here. If they want to shock this guy, they will lose a land, and it doesn't really help him. Honestly, doesn't really help him. So yeah, they can get in for 4. We're getting in for 4. But we have Crawling Barrens to do some more stuff. So I'm still okay. I just hope we draw something other than a land. Because yeah, we just cried away 2 lands. If we have 4 lands on top, I will scream like a little girl. Like I always do. Okay. That is alright with me. The Shambling Ghast is very nice, to be honest. It is very nice, to be honest. That way we can make ourselves some treasures. And we will. We absolutely will. So now we can attack in with the Westgate Regent. Seems pretty good to me, to be honest. Because this guy gets out of hand really freaking quick. Like now he's on 8. Now he's on freaking 8. Next turn he will be on 16. Now he's out of reach for these goblins. Now he's freaking out of reach for these goblins. Alrighty. That is fine with me. That is actually fine with me. Making ourselves a treasure. So we could now even block with one of our Crawling Barrens. And maybe we are. We will see what they're doing here. But in 2 turns we got them. They're getting it for 7. They need 3 turns at least. They have the Fireblade Charger. Alright, but what else do you have? What else do you have? Nothing. Alright. Very good. Very good. We do have the Crawling Barrens, so that is good for us. So put the counters on it. And do nothing. I don't want to do any... And they surrender to the power of the Crawling Barrens. I knew it. Oh no, rank up. Come on, we fought so hard to lose it all. In the end, it didn't even matter. Come on. I'm shouting out my Patreons and shouting out my members too. I'm sitting on a sycamore tree, sing this little song for you. Oh yeah, every day there's a new song. My brain will come up with a new song every day for you. So I'm very freaking grateful for each and every one on this list. Thank you guys and gals for making this show possible every single freaking day the way we do it. So a very huge shout out to everyone on here, starting with Mazadru the Great-Hearted, Randy Campbell, John, Chris Stevens, John Cooley, Automatom, Vincy MH, and Vicky White. Thank you so freaking much. Then we have our Gold Span Dragons, Waffles, Randy A.K. Donald T, Floriano Scott, Jan Newman, Simster65, Anthony, Tim Clanny, William Whitehead, and Enrico Colombaroli. Thank you guys for being so awesome. And a huge freaking shout out to our Nico Bolas, God Pharaohs, Earl, Chris Katowski, and Granov, who choose the highest freaking tier to support the channel. I am so freaking grateful. If you want to check out the Patreon or the membership, there's a link down below in the description and a little button to join the membership. But if you don't have any hard-earned cash, don't you worry about it, sweet summer child. There's always other ways to support the channel, like subscribing. It's freaking free. So what you waiting for? Become part of the Malone family where we play all of these crazy decks every single day. We were unbeaten again. 5 games, 5 wins. Get out of here. Every single deck that we encountered. We started off with a lot of Dimir and a lot of, a lot of Rakdos. In the end, we even beat a little aggressive deck. What else do you want? What freaking else do you want? Snowy Death from above. Such a fun freaking deck. So the only thing that could have stopped us is not finding the board wipes when you needed them. But if you are smart and play around with your life total, you will make it sooner or later. So, it was very fun. I really freaking love Mono Black. And this is just my first version, so who knows how much crazier it will get in the next few months. We will see. We still have 2 months until the next set comes out. So until then we will still have a lot of fun. I will be playing a lot of jank. And yes, maybe this season I will concentrate on harder and better decks until we make it back into the numbers. Today we were denied, we knocked on the door, they said not yet, you still have to wait, you're not cooked yet. So yeah, it was fun, but we're so close and we will make it sooner or later back into the freaking numbers. So thank you guys so very freaking much. If you made it this far, you obviously enjoy what you see, so what you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel, become part of the Malone family, join the Discord, become part of the Malone Discord family. Yeah, share this video with a friend, leave a like, let me know what you want to see next. And yeah, I'm MtgA Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow.